Good morning, everyone, and welcome to The Balancing Act. We are so glad you joined us this morning. I'm Julie Moran.
Good morning, I'm Olga Villaverdi.
All right, are you ready for a girls' getaway?
There's that accent. I am.
We have got the place for it, nestled in the foothills of the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee. This place is called Sevierville, but let me tell you, it is not severe. It has great shopping, restaurants, spas, wine tours, exciting outdoor adventures, and lots more. You coming?
I'm in. But first, we'll be talking about our dental health, having the right plan or even a supplemental plan. It's so important. We've got reasons to make you smile.
And switching gears, we're on location for a special Behind the Mystery segment that focuses on a debilitating disease which no one has a cure for.
We got a great show, informative show, and a fun show.
That's right.
The Balancing Act
starts right now.
That's right.
Shop, sip, spa. Okay, do I have your attention yet? I'm so glad, because get ready, because you're about to pack your bags. We found the perfect spot for your next girlfriend's getaway. I am so excited about this, and our next guest will tell us all about it. I want you to meet Amanda Marr, Marketing Director for the Sevierville, Tennessee Convention and Visitors Bureau. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
This is such a fun show, and I love Tennessee, and I love girlfriends' getaways.
Well, this is perfect then, because there's so much to see and do in Sevierville between the Great Smoky Mountains, the shopping, the spas, and we're easy to get to, so it is fantastic.
You know, we think about like that great spa vacation or that great yoga boot camp or that adventure vacation, but it looks like Sevierville has everything all rolled into one.
That's the thing that's so perfect. No matter what you need your girlfriend's getaway to be, you can make it happen in Sevierville.
And you know, I always think women need to reconnect. We were balancing family and work and carpool and on and on and on. So it's so great to look for places to plan this getaway.
Yes, and it's so important to spend that time and reconnect with your friends, because I know if you're anything like me, you see your friends on Facebook and that's pretty much it. You don't really get to spend that time together, so this is a great way to do that.
Well, I love Tennessee. I was born in Georgia, and I love the Smoky Mountains, but tell our viewers exactly where you're located.
Well, Sevierville is in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which is America's most visited national park.
And who would know that? That's amazing. I'd love to hear that.
It's because it's so beautiful there. You know, there are so many things to see and do. 800 miles of maintained hiking trails, including the Appalachian Trail that runs through there. So that's a bucket list item for you right there. Grab the girls and hit the trail for a little while.
I like that.
It's absolutely gorgeous there, and there's so many things to see and do.
You know, I love Tennessee. I love Dolly Parton. I know she was born in Sevierville, and I think Dolly has a little something to share with us. Let's take a look.
Hello, I'm Dolly Parton. Welcome to my hometown, Sevierville, Tennessee. Now, there's so much to do here, between shopping, attractions, and delicious restaurants, that you're going to want to come back again and again. And when you are in town, be sure and stop downtown Sevierville to see the Dolly Parton statue. They tell me I look just like her.
Love her. Okay, tell me specifically, if my girlfriends and I go, what can we do there?
The thing that's so great is that you can shape your girlfriend's getaway any way you want it to be.
Perfect.
So if you decide that maybe you've had a rough time, you need to feel beautiful again, you can come in with your friends and set up a personal shopper experience. Get a complete makeover. Go to our Tanger outlets in Sevierville and shop all the high-end name brands at deep discount prices, and just really go home with a brand new look and a new feeling about yourself. Or maybe you need to rebuild your confidence. We've got some great adventure activities, everything from hitting a biplane ride with your friends to crossing America's longest swinging bridge, or taking on a zip line adventure.
Oh my gosh, I love, that sounds right up my alley.
So many things that you can do. And of course, if you just want to do some spa visits and some wine, we've got that too.
That's right up my alley too.
See, there's something that's perfect for everyone. It sounds like there are a lot of things that are perfect for you on this trip.
Absolutely. You know, I love that there's, you know, I have so many friends that are spa people, and then so many that are adventure people, but this is something like we could go and everybody could have their perfect vacation or girls' getaway.
Absolutely.
We could all meet at night.
You could, and you could spend a day for each friend, you know, do what they need to do that day and really set up your vacation that way.
But it also sounds like your place, Sevierville, is just great for the entire family too.
It really is, and you know, we see a lot of that when women come on a girlfriend's getaway. They start looking around and think, you know, hey, my kids would really like to do this, or this would be perfect for my husband, and so they end up coming back and planning a family vacation as well.
You know, our viewers are always thinking about, is it affordable?
Yes.
Is it affordable?
Very much so.
Okay.
You know, a 3-day trip will cost around $700 per person. It's not that expensive to come there and play. We have a lot of attractions that are under $20 per person, a lot of things to do that are free, and of course Great Smoky Mountains National Park is completely free to enter and enjoy as well. So you're going to find a lot of things to do. It's not going to cost a lot of money, and you're going to have great memories.
This sounds perfect. Okay, to my girlfriends out there, you know who you are. Pack your bags. We are heading to Sevierville for fun and adventure. It's official. It's a destination for our girlfriends getaway. Amanda, thank you so much. I'm serious. I'm coming.
I do. Please
and I'll
do.
bring some girlfriends, and then I'll bring my family back.
All right.
So great to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, and for tips on planning your next big getaway, visit officialgirlfriendsgetaway.com or our website, thebalancingact.com. After all, girls just want to have fun. We'll see you next time.
A smile can brighten the day, lift your spirits. It might even help eliminate stress, unless, of course, your smile is stressing you out. Time to turn that frown upside down. Bill Chase, Vice President of Marketing for Dental Plans, is here with details on how to improve our dental health. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Smiles can make a big difference, right?
Absolutely.
You walk into a room, somebody smiles, and you know what? You might be depressed, and all of a sudden,
Yeah, it changes.
it does.
Your mood lifts.
And it's not just the smile, because some people just have that perfect Tom Cruise smile, you
Yeah.
know, but it's our dental health as well. I'm really about flossing, making sure my girls brush their teeth really good every day, and it really is important, isn't it, Bill?
It is, and it's also not enough though, right?
It's not?
You know, getting to the dentist every 6 months is very important. It's really the key to oral health, you know, and we know that that leads to the overall health of the body as well. So getting to the dentist for preventative procedures like cleanings, checkups, and x-rays is super important.
And why are we falling short, if you will,
Yeah.
on our dental health?
I think that there's really 3 main reasons.
Okay.
One is that we really do not pay enough attention to dental care. We do not treat it on the same playing field as healthcare, and we also tend to wait until something goes wrong, right? Maybe one of your daughters falls or eats something she shouldn't.
And a cracked tooth occurs.
Exactly, and you know, a lot of people aren't prepared for something like that. We really want people to be proactive and really pay more attention to their dental care needs. Accessibility is another big factor. There's over 100 million Americans who do not have access to dental care for various reasons.
Part-time?
Part-time workers, seniors, maybe they're retired. There's lots of different factors, but it's a big problem, and we're looking to find a way to bring that number down. And the last thing is probably the biggest challenge that we see is really the affordability of dental care. Many people cannot afford the preventative procedures they need, let alone the restorative procedures they need. And that's a problem that at Dental Plans we're trying to solve.
And you said a lot of people may put it aside and say, no, my health is more important, but let's be honest. Taking care of the mouth is just as important, because I believe it leads to diseases.
Yes, it really does. I mean, heart disease has been connected to dental care, diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis. There's lots of different things that can, you know, be impacted by your dental care.
So what are some options for people out there who maybe say, well, you know, I can't afford a dental plan insurance, or I don't have access, I can't pay the out-of-pocket?
A dental savings plan is really the best option for those people.
And what are those?
It's an alternative to traditional dental insurance. A member pays one low annual fee, and when they go to the dentist, they pay a lower rate on the procedures they need, whether that's for cleanings and checkups, fillings, root canals, even braces and cosmetic procedures. And there's over 100,000 dentists nationwide, so there's a good chance that your dentist already accepts dental savings plans. And it really is a great option for a family who doesn't have dental insurance, maybe maxes out their dental insurance each year, or for those families who cannot really afford to pay, you know, full price at the dentist office.
And when you apply for it, how soon can you be eligible for it?
If you sign up today, you can go ahead and use the plan within days. There's no long waiting periods like there is with many traditional dental insurance plans.
And with this dental savings plan, you're including things like x-rays, cleaning.
Most dental savings plans cover preventative procedures, restorative procedures, Even things that dental insurance typically doesn't cover, like braces and cosmetic procedures, there's savings on those types of procedures as well.
Oh goodness, and I'm looking into braces for my kids, and I already
Yeah.
got the number in my
Very
head.
expensive.
And ouch, thousands,
Yes.
thousands of dollars there. I wasn't very happy. I was reading here about DP's Smile Index annual survey. What's that?
It's a survey we do every year, and we poll both our member base and a national respondent base to kind of really judge them and survey them on their dental care and their overall health care as well. One of the big things we found was that 62% of the national respondent base reported that they did have dental coverage, while 87% said they had health care coverage. So a pretty big gap.
Pretty big
and
one.
Again, it goes back to the fact that we're not treating dental care like a health factor when we know that it really is. Also, of the respondents who said they did not have dental coverage, nearly 60% of them said that affordability was the main issue. A dental savings plan is helping people do this. It's making them go to the dentist to get their preventative procedures because they can afford it.
Dental savings plans. Where can we go for more information?
You can go to dentalplans.com, type in your zip code, and find the right plan in your area that fits your needs. Or you can go ahead and call somebody at our DP at your service team, and a consultant can help you find the right plan for what you need. It's really that simple.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And now we have more to smile about this morning. And if you'd like more information on today's segment, you can visit us at thebalancingact.com. You can also log on to Facebook.com/The Balancing Act Fans. I don't even have a cavity.
From me, tell me, Amy, why do you still insist on coming knocking on my door when you know how just
The Amy that 36-year-old Dylan Duncan writes and sings about is not a love that was lost. Amy is short for amyloidosis, as in Transthyretin-Mediated Amyloidosis, or ATTR, a rare, debilitating disease which he inherited and is now battling.
In this Behind the Mystery Rare and Genetic segment, we'll examine this metabolic disease.
The Balancing Act's Christopher Cox traveled to Boston for some insight from Dr. John Burke, Associate Professor of Medicine at Boston University and Clinical Director of its Amyloidosis Center. And that's where we also met Dylan Duncan.
Dylan Duncan is a songwriter and musician. He's also one of 50,000 patients impacted by transthyretin-mediated amyloidosis, or ATTR.
I went in for my genetic testing at the age of 26, and so I found out I had the gene for the disease, and a year later I went in and got a fat pad biopsy, which was then determined, which was used to determine whether or not symptoms had started.
Dylan Duncan has been John Burke's patient for nearly 8 years. They know each other well.
We met first in 2007, and at the time he was, I think, 27 years old. He had watched his mother become ill and undergo a liver transplant and subsequently die.
Disease symptoms may vary dramatically. Imagine having various symptoms of the disease, yet doctors are unable to find the cause of your specific condition.
ATTR is a hereditary disease that culminates in injury to nerves in particular, and secondarily to the heart.
Dylan was 27 when he was diagnosed, but for him, it came as no surprise.
How old was your mother when she was actually diagnosed?
I want to say 37, 38. I know she was sick for about 5 years, and she passed away when she was 45.
The abnormal gene is passed from a parent to the patient. And it's approximately a 50-50 proposition every time an affected parent has the child.
My grandfather had lost his wife to the disease, and so he knew very well how dangerous it was. As his two daughters, became sick, he was just very aware of the need for both my sister and I to get tested for amyloidosis. And so when I was 26 and I called him up and told him that I received a positive diagnosis of having the gene, he cried. He was very emotional about it.
Doctor, what are the symptoms of ATTR?
People will typically develop some burning, tingling, or numbness initially of their toes, and there is evolution up the leg till they reach approximately knee involvement, at which point their fingertips and hands become involved. There can also be remarkable dysfunction of the GI tract, so that diarrhea or profound constipation can be problematic.
Back when I was like really worried about symptoms showing up, I would be in the shower and I would put my leg in the hot water to see if I could feel it. So some days if I wasn't feeling anything in my legs, I didn't know. But that's what sent me off into figuring out, whether or not I had it or not. First symptoms that I was experiencing of amyloidosis were the carpal tunnel, which is what they say I think 1 in 4 patients experience. But it was very strange. Like I would feel like a complete numbness in my entire arm, and I'd have to hang my arm over the bed just to get the feeling back. And that happened around 26, 27. That's why I went in to get tested. Things were starting to develop with my gastrointestinal issues and numbness more in my calves I was experiencing. And I've heard that a lot of the numbness will happen kind of starting in the feet and going upwards.
There's some competing diagnoses, ones that have very similar symptom complex, and as a consequence, neurologists will turn to those diagnoses without considering amyloid.
While currently there are no drugs specifically approved for ATTR in the United States, there are limited treatment options.
There are clinical trials ongoing right now that are focused on not simply stabilizing the abnormal protein, but eliminating it completely.
New treatment options currently under development may give ATTR patients and their families hope for the future.
I do have to get a hold of your sister, and I hope things are going okay.
We imagine a world where patients with ATTR are living full, healthy, high-quality lives. But it's important for patients to get involved. Diagnosis is critical, so we ask patients to get heavily involved in their diagnosis and bring others, if they in fact do get diagnosed with TTR-mediated amyloidosis, in, because it is a dominant autosomal inherited disease.
Dylan Duncan continues to perform his favorite hobbies, such as painting. He also enjoys hanging with his group of supportive friends, and of course, he continues to play his guitar.
There's one particular song that you wrote called Hello, Amy. Tell us about that song.
Amy is short for amyloidosis, and so what I did is I actually wanted to just personify it and make it almost sound like it's a girl that you want out of your life, like an ex-girlfriend or something like that, Hello, Amy, I didn't expect you here this soon. You're not due for quite a while.
Are you still hopeful about your condition and ultimately yourself and your life?
Yes, very much so. There are moments when I get really, really scared, especially since symptoms are starting to kind of show themselves, and it's hard not to think negatively sometimes, just seeing what happened with our mother, and but absolutely, I mean, there are so many new advances that weren't happening around the time that my mom was, or if they were, at least they weren't, being so widely explored, and it's very encouraging and very hopeful.
His music takes on new meaning. Gone are the Hello Amy lyrics. Today he sings about
I could offer you my ears, they are open wide for you.
A special thank you to Dylan for sharing this personal story with us this morning, and thanks to everyone for sharing this information on ATTR.
For more information on the free third-party screening program, go to ttrscreen.com or call toll-free 1-855-338-3721.
Thanks so much for joining us this morning. I am ready to head to Sevierville, Tennessee. Here we come.
Me
You
too.
coming?
I'm going
Oh,
with
yeah.
you. Are you kidding? And if you want to learn more, head to our website, thebalancingact.com.
We're on Facebook and Twitter. Until the next time, remember,
Find your balance.
so long, everybody. Have a good